close. Here's what you need to know about Indiana's red flag law. Noah Stubbs, Courier. City police say they seized 10 guns from an Evansville man they believe was trying to start a police standoff. Evansville Police Department got a tip from Kenneth Haynie Jr.'s family members Saturday that Haynie was mentally unstable and owned numerous firearms, according to department spokesman SGT. Jason Cullum. Haynie reportedly talked about initiating a police confrontation to talk to the media about his political views. Haynie allegedly called 911 the next night and told dispatchers he was holding a woman hostage at knife point. Police say that claim was fake. They found the woman at a different location, and she was safe. Haynie, 67, gave specific instructions on how to approach his home and claimed there would be a bloodbath if his instructions weren't followed. According to EPD, an officer safety alert about Haynie had been filed in EPD's computer system after the tip from his family members, Cullum said. Because officers knew the woman allegedly being held at knife point was actually safe, they suspected Haynie was trying to lure police into a confrontation when he made the call Sunday evening. Kenneth Haynie Jr., Photo 11, supplied, Evansville Police Department. A police negotiator talked to Haynie through text Sunday night, asking him to come outside and talk to police, and Haynie reportedly refused. Officers eventually decided he was not an immediate threat, saying he had not directly threatened anyone, and left the area to de-escalate the situation. Haynie was charged with misdemeanor false informing for the 911 call and a warrant was issued for his arrest Tuesday. Officers decided to wait to serve the warrant until he came outside on his own, Cullum said. EPD arrested Haynie that afternoon while he was taking out the trash. The 10 guns officers collected from Haynie's house on South Street, James Boulevard were placed throughout the home with ammunition in each room, according to EPD. All of the firearms were loaded and ready to fire. There is no doubt that had officers not been made aware of Mr. Haynie's comments on February 16, officers would have walked into an ambush situation on the 17th, Cullum said Wednesday. EPD searched Haynie's home at the request of his family, who asked officers to take his guns under Indiana's red flag law, according to Cullum. More red flag laws that allow for temporary restrictions on access to guns gaining momentum across U.S. local history. This Evansville lawyer was shot to death. Decades later, mystery still lingers. That law allows law enforcement officers to seize a person's weapons without a warrant if that person is considered dangerous, and lays out when someone is considered a dangerous person. Indiana State Police provides a reference guide to the law on its website. In this case, Cullum said, Haynie's guns and more than 240 rounds of ammunition were seized because police believe he had continuing mental health issues and was at risk of hurting other people. Under the red flag law, Haynie will have a chance to contest the seizure at a hearing in 2 weeks. Law enforcement will have to give the court a written statement explaining why officers considered Haynie dangerous. The judge will decide at that hearing whether or not the firearms should be returned to Haynie. That hearing is separate from any hearings in the misdemeanor case, Cullum said. By photo 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 by photo. Autoplay show thumbnails show captions. Last slide. Next slide. Haynie was booked into Vanderburgh County Jail about 5:30 p.m. Tuesday. His bond was set at $10,000 when the warrant was issued, Cullum said. Records show that at an initial hearing Wednesday, the court decided not to allow him to post bond. Cullum acknowledged that $10,000 is an unusually high bond amount for a single misdemeanor charge, and said EPD asked the court to consider the circumstances that led to Haynie's arrest. It's a lot different than someone who gives a fake name on a warrant arrest, he said. This is somebody that was trying to lure officers into his area under false pretenses, with a pre-planned goal of some type of confrontation with those officers. Haynie does not have an attorney representing him in the case yet, according to court records. His next hearing is set for Friday morning in Vanderburgh Superior Court. More local news. Sidetrack incident is third recent mass shooting near an Evansville bar. Cullum, Evansville Diocese knew about abuse allegations against former priest. Accuser's family says business, Liberty Mine to close, cutting about 80 jobs. Close the murder of W.O. Bohannon. Evansville Courier.